So when adjusting weight on the new Phoenix, one thing you want to do is loosen the timing screw. Very first thing you want to do. Don't back it off too far. You don't want that whole thing to come out. The next thing you want to do is start to take the timing system off, and you want to loosen all these screws in here and every little part of the suppression. And then once you get all the set screws and the suppression loose, you can go ahead and just take it apart. Slide these stirrups off. Take your cable brackets off. And this should just kind of work its way out. Just like that. Once that's complete, then you want to go ahead and start taking weight in or out of the weight you desire to put in the bow. So we're going to take a little bit of weight out, and I'm going to do about 3 pounds or so. So I'm just going to go 1 turn. And you always want to make sure to just go 1 turn on each side of the limbs when you're adjusting weight. It could be dangerous or bad on the bow to go more than 1 turn in either direction on one side. So go ahead and take this weight bolt out. So to put weight into the bow, you'd take the Allen wrench clockwise. To take weight out of the bow, you'd want to take it counterclockwise. So let's say that we want to add weight to the bow and we want to take it in 1 turn. So we take this in 1 turn completely, and that's going to add, 2 to 3 pounds. And we want to do it to the other side the exact same. You want to take this bolt in right here all the way around 1 time to add 2 to 3 pounds. And what tillering is basically meaning that we want the limbs and the cams firing all at the same time. And if one is ever firing before the other one is, that's going to tell you that it's out of time. And it looks like I can see here that we're just a little bit out of tiller. So I'm going to add some weight to this side to bring this cam forward. Just a little bit right in there maybe. And tug on it here a little bit and check it. And then once we got that done, our tape measure here. Yeah, still out of tiller, by quite a bit. Take a little more weight into this top limb here. These cheapo little tape measures are a blessing in disguise. These little things can hook right into these cams right here and get you a consistent measuring spot every time you tiller your bow. And as you can see right there, we're pretty well tillered. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and tighten this timing screw down. Get it good and snug. So after we've got the bow tillered, I always like to check the limbs to make sure they haven't flipped out or anything like that when I've taking the weight in or out. So just make sure those are good and lined up. And the next thing I'll do is just kind of inspect it, make sure all the screws are tight, there's no loose parts. And then I'll go ahead and draw it back. And let it down nice and slow like. Give it another draw. And then I'm going to check the tiller again with the blessing in disguise tape measure. There. And it's pretty good. It's off just a touch. I'm going to make one more adjustment to it. Loosen that timing screw. Anytime you do anything, make sure you just loosen that timing screw. With the Phoenix, it's good to get the bow exact when you tiller it, especially for precision shooting. When you're fishing, you could be off about a 1/16 of an inch or so and get by with shooting. But with the Phoenix, especially for like hunting and stuff, you want to make sure this thing is perfectly tillered. And sometimes the cams are kind of floppy, so you can actually manipulate it with your hand just by tugging on the power cable here to get it to where you want it to go. And they're measuring the exact same, so that tells me that the bow is tillered, all the cams, the limbs are all firing at the same time.